Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and just 2 to go. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
First and 10 now from the 46. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he's hit and sent out of bounds. So this ends as a gain of close to 7, 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Now a toss play with Dobbins. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for a loss of yardage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And working a couple yards past the line. Brought down by the only safety picked in the 1st round this year, and that's Malachi Starks. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
3rd and 9.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. That one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The toss running right, Dobbins. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down. Third and long for him here. Going deep towards the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Nicks off the play action. Taking a shot for the end zone. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on fourth down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is first and goal. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Again, it's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's third and goal. Play action with Nicks. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
The Broncos will line up for the
keeping it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
That makes the score Broncos 8.
You know, this game could be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled. At the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense in a hurry up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson throwing here. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Henry. He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short.
He was brought down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 2-yard gain.
Jackson's going to go on 4th.
4th down.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Working quickly here. Hill again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 3.
They'll go right back to Hill. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. And goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Chased out to his right. He's got it to his running back. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, not much scoring to this point, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
The Ravens will line up.
They'll try it on the ground. And he runs this in. That's going to knock this game up at 8 apiece. What a start to this one, baby. Both teams scoring, and without hesitation, run everyone out there to go for 2. For fans of aggressive offenses, Brock, this is certainly shaping up to be their perfect type of game.
Yeah, you think both these offenses just going to go for 2 from here on out? I don't know. There's a lot of risk involved with it, but I'm here for it.
We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Running it again with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Nix. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The Broncos will line up for the
Oh, they're trying it with the toss, right side. And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead.
That makes the score Broncos 16.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. This is Henry on 2nd. He brushed him off with ease. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Best run games in this league. Balance can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
We've set it downs from 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they help him out of bounds. after a gain of close to 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Baltimore.
From the red zone on first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more. Jackson throwing for it. And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing on first down, Nix. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Nix. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing for the end zone. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now the offense and Knicks coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for
They want to run it across, but he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break.
Broncos 22, Ravens 16. Will Lutz to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Ali to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up.
A 3-yard pickup.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
Intercepted.
Well, you kind of had a feeling, Bronk, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Yeah, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. That sets up third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's taken down at the 30. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now a toss. This is Harvey. He's got it in the red zone. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Broncos will line up for the
trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground. They run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The drive begins with Henry. Shoves one away. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33.
Henry.
Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Another run for Henry. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 2-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
1 yard gain brings up second and 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
8 yards. It's third down.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hill. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar back to throw. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from 37. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw, Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Hopkins on the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2.
They'll try to run it in. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
30. Ravens 24.
And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. They did it! He made the interception! And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
By the Ravens. Sets up first down and goal.
Hey, you got to understand, if you're going to throw it backed up that close to your own end zone, ball security, it's priority 1. You need safe, accurate, low-risk throws. The worst-case scenario, simply hit the grass. You can't make a bad choice with the ball because an interception, look at it. And now it gives this offense on the other side incredible field position.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
Back to Henry. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He brings it in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens come through to tie it in the 4th. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
And he gets into the end zone again, and this is just automatic for them at this point. Now a perfect 4 for 4, going for 2.
Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And they're going to be setting up shop well shy of where a touchback would have been, Brock, as he's driven out at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now run with Harvey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, it's Harvey. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
There's a give to Harvey. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right, just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, they're trying it with a toss, right side. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
38.
Defense selling out to flood the middle. They just toss it right on outside. Sometimes you got to win that edge on a short field for this to work out. And that time, they did exactly that.
Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This could decide things. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Oh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Ravens 32. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. The Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. Still fighting forward. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. his second scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Broncos 44, Ravens 38. Tyler Luke to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20.
At their own 12-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens find a way to tie it late. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal.
They skip the kick and get the 2. Into the end zone he goes, and now they just have to hold on to this lead.
Broncos 44. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Harvey on the carry. He's dropped a big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
It's a gain of 18.
Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. No run. This is Harvey. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuck.
Trying to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.